Hello and welcome to episode 219. For this video we're at Willow Park Fishery. We was last year back in March, just about a fortnight before the lockdown, weren't we?
Yeah.
Unfortunately we didn't do well that session, but we're back again to try again. 2 nights fishing ahead of us, guys.
Indeed.
Yeah, we're got one of the good swims this time. We're in the pig pen.
Ooh. Why is it called the pig pen?
Because we're a couple of pigs.
True.
So the rods are already out, guys. Quickly whacked a rod out on some pre-made PVA bags that I'd made during the week at home, because I knew I just wanted to get fishing quickly. So the rods are out, 2 rods at the weekend, guys, because it gets busy, so they have a 2-rod rule at the weekend. So that 2 rods are out each, aren't they, mate?
Yep, both rods out.
Right, so although the rods are out, I've still got the rest of the base camp to set up, guys. So 2 summit carpy happens. Let's go fishing.
Let's go fishing. Right. This is for you. Seeing that you like to do some presents, stupid ones, so I thought I'd do one for you instead. If you may.
Thanks, mate. Oh look, guys, got me a t-shirt with my picture on it, and one of our signs from when we was on Horseshoe last year. Ooh, bosh. Cheers, mate.
That's alright.
So I got to wear a t-shirt with my own picture on it.
Yeah. We've seen everyone's got to wear something with your picture on it, so about time you wore something yourself with your picture on it.
Thanks, mate.
You're welcome.
What you got there, mate?
I got a 3-foot zig, mate.
Oh.
I'm gonna chuck it out in the water.
Oh. Bonza.
Busy fishing, me? Thought so. So I asked Chris if he'd like to put the kettle on, but he's wearing it instead. Put the kettle on, please, mate. What you doing?
I'm making you a PVA bag. I'm using your monster monk capella. Hey Craig,
Hey.
what's going on?
Fish.
There we go then, guys. I was just in the middle of tying up some solid PVA bags for Craig, and his left-hand rod is just ripped off. Was this the one on the zig?
No, I just brought the zig in. This is
the Ronnie rig.
yeah. Looks decent fish.
Ronnie wellies, not waders. And here we go then, guys. Here's the result of that little fight we've just witnessed.
First fish of the session. £16.10.
Oh, lift her up a little bit higher. Oh, there we go.
Taking on a Ronnie rig. Fishing at 18 wraps on a plateau.
Hello. It's alright just waving at my shadow when you're busy.
Yeah. Really pleased with this. This is actually my first fish from Willow Park as well. And conditions, the lake's gone really quiet today as well, so yeah, really happy to get this one out, really happy. Right, should we get it back?
Right guys, as we see Craig just re-putting his rod back out, I'm going to put a bit of bait out myself now, as we just saw Craig not long ago putting some bait out, and that fish come what, half hour after the bait going out?
Yeah, about half hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, so I've not put any bait out yet since I got here. I'm still on my first cast from when I got here this morning. So now Craig's caught over bait. Gonna put a bit of bait out myself, guys. So I don't know if you can see that, not much light. But it's just some seafood mix, seafood chopped boilies, seafood pellets, a bit of seafood sort of method mix ground bait, and some glug. It's actually the bait I had left over from my YouTube blogger social when we was on Big A's at Todber Manor. And it's actually the bait I've got left over from that session. So because I'm fishing the seafood on the rigs, and bait up with the seafood. Oh, that was Craig setting his rod. Right. I'm only fishing 10 wraps, nice easy spotting towards the big Christmas tree. Same place I've fished to before and done well. Right, let's get some of this method mix out there. Right guys, I'm going to carry on putting a few more of these in. I'll probably put about 10 spots in total, I reckon, over that spot. I'm fishing pretty much both rods together, so, you know, on the same spot, so I'll probably, you know, just spot, you know, just a few foot apart, just to, you know, work an area and see what happens. Right, I'll carry on doing this, and then hopefully I can have the same kind of success that Craig's just had. Right guys, we're coming up for about 7:30 in the evening now, and obviously up to this point I haven't had anything myself even after that bit of bait went out a couple of hours ago. So it's getting to that time of year now where we're losing the light by about 8 o'clock, so half hour's time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to recast the rods. I've got 2 PVA bags all glugged up and ready to go out. So I'm just going to bring the rods in, re-wrap them up, and then stick them PVA bags out, just so that there's fresh hook baits on my rigs going into the night. I'm just going to fish PVA bags this session. I thought I've got a load tied up, ready to go, and just see through 12mm pop-ups on all the rigs. Probably show you at some point in the session exactly what my rigs look like. Right, anyway, let's crack on, get them rods wound in, re-wrapped up, and get the fresh hook baits on for the night, and hopefully we can pick this fishing pace up a little bit. Right guys, that's it. The rods are now redone for the night, and just in time too, so as you can probably tell, we are now losing the light. So hopefully get some action in the night, being a bit quiet in the day. Well, as for me anyway, you've spawned one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's, from what we can see, I think it's only the second fish out today, would you say?
Yeah, I've not seen anyone else out. Well, apart from the 2 fish, there's a guy in peg 4, which is kind of pretty much dead opposite us.
Yeah.
He had one, what, about midday, mid-afternoon?
Yeah, it's a midday-ish.
Yeah, and then your one. Yeah, and that's the only 2 I've seen. And from where we are, we can see a fair bit of the lake, so we would kind of know, I'd say probably about 90% of the anglers from where we are has caught anything we'd see.
Yeah. Tough going.
Yeah, whether the water levels are a factor, the water levels are probably about 4 foot down at least, down on the norm, so whether that's a factor at the moment for the slow fishing, don't know.
Possibly.
But yeah, like I said, the rods are now redone for the night. Time to just chill and wait for the fish to do their bit now, guys. Yeah, I've done all I can, you know. I'm fishing the best I can, so
it's not very good for you, is it?
Right guys, hopefully you'll see one of us in the night.
If not, we'll see you in the morning. Sorry.
Right then guys, just about to get my head down for the night. Obviously no fish for me yet, no more for Craig. Since the rods were redone just before dark, it's been really quiet. Apart from the main road behind us, of course. That's not quiet. But yeah, fishing wise, it is being quiet. Not heard of anything else again going on around the lake, so yeah, don't know why it's all being quiet at the moment, but yeah, anyway, it's getting late now, so time to get me head down for the night, and hopefully one of these willow puck fish will wake us up in the night. Over and out. Ooh. I'm still here, guys. Well, good morning, guys. And well, quiet night for me. I had a bit of a liner at 5:45 this morning. That made me jump out of the pit. Well, you had a bit more action in the night, didn't you? Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I had a couple of bleeps around midnight, wasn't it? Around that sort of time.
Yeah, because I jumped at the bag then, just in case
Yeah.
it ran.
And then, I'd say literally 45 minutes later, just screaming run, one timer, didn't stop. Started playing it, got it in, played it for a good 5 minutes, trying to wake this one up.
I was dead.
Yeah, got it in within 20 foot of the bank. Obviously, because the water levels dropped so much, it stayed shallow for quite a distance. And yeah, I could just feel it hitting the bottom. And then
So what you really needed was someone
someone
to
to
net,
make, yeah,
someone to net it for you out with their wellies on, just to get a bit more reach.
yeah. But you know, but yeah, it just kept banging the bottom, and that was it. Hook.
Bang in the bottom.
Yes, the fish was banging the bottom.
Kinky fish.
Kinky fish, the kinky fish. He dumped the hook, and that was that. And it felt, well, I'd seen it. It was definitely a much better fish than yesterday. So
Probably one of the joys of barbless hooks as well. Unfortunately.
yeah, that was the other thing. You sort of, as soon as you hook into it, I'm never overly confident of landing a fish when I'm using barbless, but you know.
Yeah, they've got a very strict barbless rule here, guys, and no leaders as well. So
Yeah, because I noticed I had some damage on the line as well, so I've had to cut some of that off. But you know, it's fishing, and just gotta keep trying.
yeah, shout louder next time to wake me up.
Shout louder. I was shouting, plus have my head torch on your face.
Right, anyway, guys, I haven't touched my rods yet this morning. I'm going to wait probably an hour or two yet. We're just waiting for a breakfast to be delivered.
Big bracket.
Yeah. Just ordered a brekkie. They do swim delivery service here. And yeah, we've just ordered our brekkie and we're just waiting for that to be delivered. So
And it's a good breakfast.
I had one yesterday as well.
Well, you did.
Right, anyway, guys, hopefully there'll be a bit more action today. I think when I do redo my rods later on, I'm going to swing to the left a little bit more. I don't mean stop voting Labour. Oh no. But, I mean bring my rods a bit roll round to the left to be in the deeper water, and a bit further out just to get in the deeper water, because I think the spots where I'm fishing now aren't nowhere as deep as when I fished them before. The water level is so low, it's rejig of my baiting areas later on, and yeah, try something different. Here we go, guys. Breakfast has been delivered. Look at that, guys. Biggie breakfast. 2 sausage, 2 egg, 2 bacon, 2 hash browns, beans, tomato, and mushrooms on mine. Right, guys, so it's come to that time of the morning where I want to jig things around. Out of curiosity, I just thought I'd have a plod around with an old marker float where I've been fishing. As I said earlier, I have fished this swim before, and when I fished this swim before, I knew I had about 5-6 foot of water. I mean, looking at how shallow the lake is. I should have known better really, because I've just gone straight to that spot I was fishing before. Anyway, I've basically wasted about 24 hours of fishing, guys, because
How deep was it, Chris?
1.5 foot.
How deep was it, Chris?
1.5 foot.
How deep was it?
1.5 foot. Well, I had to let, if you say the float is 6 inches, I had to let the line up one foot before the float was on the surface. So 6 inches, 1.5 foot. Right guys, so what I've just done is then marked round to my left. I've swung this round towards where Craig's fishing, not as far. I started looking at 15 wraps to begin with and it was locking up, so there is some weed out there. I pulled off one more rod length of line, 16 wraps in total, and I found a nice clear spot out there.
That's about
3.5 foot of water now out there. What, 16 wraps, guys? But I think with the lake at the moment, that's about as deep as we're gonna get. Right, bags already made. I've already glogged them up in some of the Hinder's seafood oil, just using a hypodermic syringe to suck the oil up and then inject it into the bags, just to give a little bit more attraction to the bags. So yeah, that's the new tactic, guys. I'm going to be aiming to a swim in the corner called the bailiffs, which is peg number 7 from here. 16 wraps, 3 foot of water. Let's hope that can yield some results. Here we go, guys. Pizza delivery.
Big up.
There we go. Cheers, mate.
No
Nice one.
worries.
Thanks a lot.
Should have told me I could have done my hair.
Forgot it then, guys. Oh, look at that. Mighty meaty. Looks cheesy enough. Not a bad bit of pizza, guys. Made by on-site cafe here. Oh.
That's good.
That's good. Yeah, if any of you guys are ever thinking about coming to Willow Park Fishery, they do a good food service, that's for sure. That breakfast is spot on, isn't it? Pizza's spot on.
Yeah, breakfast is really good.
Alright guys, I've used up all my supply of PVA bags I had pre-tied for this session. So I'm just making up some more. So while I've got a rig in front of me before it goes into a PVA bag, although I've not caught anything yet, I mean this is pretty much how I fished here before and caught here before, so I'll show you how I'm fishing anyway. But there we go. Avid bag lead. I've took out the Avid stem and replaced it with a Gemini tidy stem. 3.5 inches of supple braided hook link. Little sinker there in the middle just to make sure it stays pinned down and the line doesn't hoop up or anything. BB split shot, just to obviously anchor the pop-up, and the pop-up 12mm seafood pop-up. Using size 4 hooks this session, barbless, very strict barbless rule here, and all that is going into a solid PVA bag, which we've seen already. Like I say, it hasn't produced it, or I say it hasn't produced any results so far, but I think that's been more down to the spot I was fishing rather than how I'm fishing. I say the water level of this lake is down a lot at the moment, and the spot that I'm fishing, or was fishing, last time I fished it was 6 foot deep. When I put the marker out earlier on, obviously I said earlier, it was 1.5 foot deep, so I'll blame that on my own bad angling, guys. I mean, I just cast out to that spot thinking that's where I fished before, I'll go there again. Didn't think to do any marker up work, should have done, and then when I did do the marker work today, found it only to be 18 inches deep. So, my own bad angling really there, guys. I should have checked the depth before I started fishing that spot. And then, yeah, once I did check it, it's far too shallow to fish. Right. 1 knot. 2 knots. Cut off the access PVA tape I've used to knot it down with. Then I'll cut off the access PVA at the top. Little slit down there just so I can pull it either side of the stem. And then just give it a bit of a haircut. I mean, you could leave this on really, it wouldn't make any difference. I suppose it would act a bit like a flight. But it just makes a tidier PVA bag, in my opinion, guys. Then once I've done that, just to aid the aerodynamics of the bag in flight, get the corners, push them in, which compacts the bag even further. Lick and stick them down. And hello.
Oh, sorry.
And lick and stick the other corner, and that then, guys, makes a nice compact PVA bag ready to try and catch fish. Oh, Craig's winding in a rod to do a recast, and there's his bag he just made. He's done well. I've trained him well. That's a nice made bag, that is. Look at that. He's done well. To the left, that one might have baited up close to your spot, that one, I reckon.
Cheers, mate.
caught anything, mister?
Yeah, I have, mate, yeah.
Hey, here we go, guys. After a very, very, very long period of inactivity, Craig is in. Right, Craig lost one in the night because once the fish got into the shallows, it was very difficult for him to try and land it. So I'm going to go and pop the wellies on and help him land this one. Got a good bend in his rods, guys. You can see from here. Right then, guys, after that epic battle Craig just had, it looked like it was moving a lot of water, but it probably looked a lot in 18 inches of water. Yeah, but this is a mint fish, guys.
Hey, check that one out.
How about that out for a cracking little fully?
£24 on the nose. Solid bag. Cranberry and orange wafter. 17 wraps. Out of the blue, really, wasn't it?
Yeah. Nice
What
one.
Stunning fish. Thank you. On our way.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Right then, guys. Just about to get my head down now. Obviously, second night. My fishing's still been quiet. But to be fair, so is most of the lake at the moment, so but yeah, anyway, that's just the way fishing goes sometimes. At least it's not a blank blog. Craig's had a couple of fish now, so all good, all good. Right, anyway, that's it. Time to get my head down, and hopefully I can get woken up in the night with a fish, of course. Alright, good night, guys. Good morning, guys. And obviously from the lack of nighttime footage, absolutely nothing happened for the pair of us. So Craig is currently putting out a bit of bait. He feels a bit of bait in the area might get the fish feeding again, don't you, mate?
Yeah, I didn't put any out last night. I should have really, but we've had a bite pretty much every night.
Yeah.
My mistake.
Yeah, and you've only got a few hours fishing left, haven't you?
Yeah. I think until about 11ish. I think you're here missing a thing,
Yeah, I've paid to stay until the end of the day. Right, hopefully this can yield some results for Craig for the last few hours of his fishing.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, when Craig does go, I'm probably going to move my left rod over to that spot where Craig had that nice fully from.
Basically, I'm spotting for you.
Yeah, nice one, cheers mate. Right guys, not quite the end of the session completely yet, but it is for Craig. Your session's all paid up and come to an end, aren't it?
Yeah, all done now.
Well done mate on your 2 fish and for saving this vlog from a blank.
As always.
But not over for me yet. I am staying until late this afternoon, early evening guys, because I've paid up until the end of this day. Rest assured, I will be moving my rods onto this big oak tree here where Craig's been fishing as he's had 2 fish. So I've already got 2 PVA bags ready to go, glugged up and ready to bring the rods in and re-wrap to your spots.
Yeah, well hopefully you can nip one out.
Yeah, hopefully. It's definitely what we've seen. It's like the middle of the water that's been catching fish, and it's
probably more likely it's probably the deepest part of the lake at the moment.
Yeah.
Like 2 foot.
Yeah, well 3.5 foot,
Yeah.
maybe 4 foot where you were fishing.
Yeah.
Well, anyway guys, once again, been a pleasure.
And as always mate, as always.
Say goodbye to the viewers.
Bye. Bye.
Right guys, so those of you who follow me will know I've been running a competition on my YouTube to win a £100 bait prize from Hinders. I don't know who the winner is at this point, but I'll be using a random comment picker. I'll put the footage up here and then I'll pick a winner using that random comment generator. So I don't know who you are yet, but well done whoever you are. I'll contact you via a YouTube message and then I'll get your name and address and get it sent out to you. So well done, and thanks to everyone who entered that competition. So that's it then guys, we are now fishing where Craig was fishing, 17 wraps out, still the same solid PVA bags, 12mm seafood pop-up. No need for me to put any more bait out because obviously we saw Craig put some bait out this morning, so there's been no fish since then, so there's every chance that bait is very likely still there, so no need for me to put any more bait out at all. I've probably got about 5 hours, 6 hours fishing left, so unless anything happens between now and pack up time. Not going to touch the rods anymore. As I've already said, the water is quite shallow at the moment, and if I do repeated casts, I think it would do the water more harm than good, spooking the water. So that's it, we're fishing now until the end of the session, until any fish come along. Best I can do now is that. Right guys, here we go. Just goes to show 48 hours fishing in the wrong place is worth 20 minutes in the right place. The rods went out and literally 20 minutes later the left hand rod absolutely raced away. Obviously I went on to Craig's spots, you know, my solid PVA bag that we've seen already in this video, 12mm seafood pop-up, glugged in the seafood oil. Yeah, produced this, absolutely made up now. I'm finally not blanking, guys. Oh, have a quick look at the other side. That's about that. So made up. Oh. There. Right, let's get it back because the sun is blazing, so we won't keep her up for too long. Just absolutely made up. Now this session isn't a blank for me. Right guys, so we're down to about 2.5 hours of fishing left. Just going to watch the Tuscan Italian Grand Prix. Once this is finished, I'll be packing up and calling it a day. Say hello to Jason, guys. Hello, guys. That fish I just had was not long after Craig went, and Jason set up in the swim next to where Craig was and kindly done my photos for me after I had that fish. So, cheers, mate. So, yeah, like I said, about 2.5 hours fishing left, guys. Still time for one more possibly, but you know, I'm not blanking, so that's the main thing. But yeah, gonna watch the Grand Prix, and then as soon as this is finished it will be game over. If I don't see you with one more fish by the end of the session, guys, I'll call it a day here.
We've seen some really exciting races in Formula 2 and Formula 3.
Because I'm literally all packed up. I'm just down to the rods now. Everything else is completely packed up. Just the rods and the tablet is out now. So if no more fish come along, I'll call it an end here. Thanks for watching this video. I'm glad it never ended on a blank for me. Next week I'm probably going to be back on the local Aspen Lake. So till then guys, tight lines.